The historical and contemporary role of the military in Pakistan's electoral processes is a compelling narrative that intertwines the nation's history with its political landscape. Spanning over 7 decades since independence in 1947, Pakistan's military has significantly influenced governance and democracy, leaving a profound impact on the country's socio-political fabric. Since its inception, Pakistan witnessed several military interventions that shaped its political trajectory. The country endured multiple coups, leading to periods of martial law and direct military rule. The first coup in 1958 by General Ayub Khan marked the onset of military involvement in governance, setting a precedent for subsequent interventions. These power shifts disrupted the democratic process, establishing a pattern of military influence in political affairs. The military's deep-rooted influence extended beyond overt takeovers. In the political arena, it operated as a decisive player, orchestrating alliances and shaping policies. The Inter-Services Intelligence, ISI, Pakistan's intelligence agency, emerged as a pivotal institution, allegedly influencing elections by backing certain political entities. The military's alleged interference, though unofficial, impacted electoral outcomes, raising concerns about the fairness and transparency of the electoral process. Civil-military relations in Pakistan have remained complex and tumultuous. While civilian governments nominally held power, the military wielded substantial influence, affecting governance and policy-making. This power imbalance strained democratic institutions, limiting their autonomy and effectiveness. The military's involvement profoundly impacted Pakistan's democratic journey. Frequent interventions eroded public trust in democratic processes, fostering an environment of political instability and uncertainty. Instances of censorship, curtailed freedoms, and human rights violations under military regimes further strained democratic ideals. In contemporary times, Pakistan continues to grapple with the legacy of military influence in its electoral processes. Despite the transition to civilian governments, the military's shadow looms large over political decision-making. While recent years have seen efforts to establish civilian authority, concerns persist regarding the military's subtle yet influential role in shaping political landscapes. Efforts towards democratic consolidation face challenges due to the historical precedents of military interventions. Calls for electoral reforms, transparency, and strengthening democratic institutions echo amid the struggle for a more equitable and democratic Pakistan. In conclusion, the historical and contemporary role of the military in Pakistan's electoral processes remains a defining factor in the country's political narrative. Its impact on governance and democracy reverberates through Pakistan's socio-political landscape, shaping its evolution and presenting both challenges and opportunities for the future of democratic governance.